In my hometown, there is a beautiful, beautiful historic theater. Okay, it's as old as the city. It's hold on, let me see when it was actually built. It was built in 1926. 1926. Gorgeous theater. It has like a house organ. Can I get this open in a new tab, or is that not going to work? It has like a house organ with like a bunch of pipes on the ceiling and stuff. It's like amazing. Okay. The reason why I bring this up, and here I actually have a picture of it. Hold on. Image in new tab. I'm just trying to like prevent from from doxing myself. Here we go. So here it is. Here's a picture. It's kind of low res, but here's a picture of it. This gorgeous theater that's been open since 1926. Here's the organ. All the pipes are back here and up into the ceilings. It's incredible. Okay. The reason why I bring this up is because my hometown is shit. Okay, the people there are shit. There are a lot of conservatives living in the hills. And they've brought to grace the stage of this beautiful historic theater the guy who plays all the racist characters in the Adam Sandler films. That's right. I'm talking about the one and only Rob Schneider. Okay, and the reason why I wanted to talk about this, okay, is because it got me so pissed. Because it's like this is exactly why I don't want to live there anymore. It's like, this guy is such a loser, dude. Like, first of all, we're gonna start this off. We're gonna watch the trailer for one of his newer movies. This trailer came out 8 months ago. Okay, and then we're gonna watch a couple of clips of him talking about his views on the world. Okay, and why it's making me upset that they're spending money on this guy. Okay.
Okay, round two.
Hold on just a second. First of all, ew. Oh my god, disgusting. What the hell? Holy shit. What's the makeup in the hair? What is this? Coming soon, daddy-daughter trip. Bro, look at this guy. Okay, let's watch this.
Okay, round two.
Mr. Bublé, you can only give blood once, or you'll start to feel weak.
Here to donate blood.
I am here to donate the blood.
Very funny.
We have $602 in the bank, Larry.
All we need is one of my inventions to hit big.
Wait, what's it? Okay, I forgot who this is, but it's somebody that is like, so he's been working with like conservative like companies and making like, this is like a conservative company is making that movie. Daddy daughter trip. Who, that's like someone's wife that's like, hold on. Daddy daughter trip. Let me see who that is. Is that it? No fucking shot. Oh my god, never mind. It's Adam Sandler's wife. That's Adam Sandler's wife. Jeez Louise. Okay. Anyways. Back to the that's Rob. Yeah, he looks fucked up.
With a fan attached.
Yeah.
Morning, sweetheart.
Morning. So, are we gonna get to go somewhere fun for spring break?
How are we gonna pay for it?
I want to do something special for Mira.
You do realize we're living at my friend's house.
I gotta warn you, I fart in my sleep.
You do realize we're living at my friend's house. This is so shit, dude. I feel like we should watch this movie. We should do a movie night and watch this movie. It's so fucked up.
Mary, please, just don't break our daughter's heart.
I won't.
Mira, tell us your plans for spring break.
Me and my family are going canoe.
Yeah, Rob Zombie's wife isn't the best actor either, to be honest with you.
Butterfly Wonderland, and we're also going to Arizona. You don't have the money to go canoeing.
Listen up, poop faces. Mira's going to all those places.
A broke dad on a mission.
So what do you have planned, Dad?
We're going to the gas station. Woo! Ready to have some fun? Let's get this going.
Are we going to a water park?
Kind of.
What movie are you watching?
We're kind of watching other people watch the movie. What are we doing?
We'll still have fun. Excuse me.
I just don't understand. This is so like.
How did I get in here?
It's not even like a good funny.
Face.
These are all the places Mira wanted to go on spring break.
Maybe you can join us.
Champagne, madam?
Let me open it.
Go for it.
This is such a feel-good movie.
Go! Spring break!
I'm not touching you.
I got this.
I love it.
Hey, baby!
John, why? How did they get John Cleese for this?
The best spring break for life.
Anyways, doesn't that look good? That's what he's been up to. But here's where the real meat comes in, okay? So that's cringe, okay? And no, like, no one wants to see that shit, and that's fine. Okay, that's one thing. John Cleese here for a paycheck. Yeah, he's gonna be in like 2 scenes, and they put him in the trailer for clout. But here's where the real meat comes in, okay? This guy is really fucking awesome. And he has been appearing on Fox News Channel, our favorite bipartisan news channel.
Well, just hours after quitting the Democratic Party, Tulsi Gabbard also revealing what her appearances on some media outlets has cost her.
It ranges from people kind of like giving you a cynical look, like whose side are you really on, to people just outright ending that friendship or that professional relationship because they don't want to have anything to do with you.
Maybe our next guest can relate to this. Actor and comedian Rob Schneider joins us right here.
How are you?
Great to see you, Rob.
Yeah.
Finally have you on the couch.
Thank you. It's
used
good
to
to
work
be.
right across the street. What's your reaction to Tulsi Gabbard doing what she did yesterday?
It shouldn't be such a shock. We don't get 10 parties. You get 2,
right.
You know? And I really feel I don't want the Democratic Party trying to run my life, and there's not one aspect of your life that they don't want to interfere with. So I had it with them. So I got out of California.
What specifically are you talking about, Rob?
Slightly.
Yo, wait, hold on. Sorry, I interrupted there.
Moved to the slightly freer state of interfere with. So I had it with them. So I got out of California, moved to the slightly freer state of Arizona.
He moved out of California to the slightly freer state of Arizona. What the fuck? They told him to pay taxes? Well, okay, we got a pre-watcher in chat. Watch this.
Slightly. Your journey is similar, though. You were a Democrat, and then
you have to be in San Francisco.
Of course. So what was it that changed your point of view?
Well, literally, there wasn't, taxes.
Taxes, he says, and then laughs. Literally, cold fire. Literally. Taxes. Listen, I'm going to tell you something right now. That people aren't just going to tell you, okay? Millionaires don't want to pay their fair share, okay? The reason why anybody that is rich votes for Republicans is because they do not want to pay their fair share. That's it, okay? And the reason why, the only legislation, like actual legislation that gets passed by Republicans is cutting taxes and tax loopholes for millionaires and billionaires. That's it. Okay? He's mad because he doesn't want to pay his fucking taxes.
No, there wasn't one part of business. I mean, Newsom pushed me over the edge.
Right.
I mean, it's just like, I just don't think your life gets better there. It gets worse. I mean,
what?
You know what it was? It was like there was in San Francisco. They said you had to remove. I was living in San Francisco. I had it made there. It was like it's on the cable car and everything. I had a rooftop. This is the place where I'm going to live forever. And they said you have to have the toilets removed from your house. And I said, what? What? I don't have toilets in front of my house. It was flower pots.
Right.
They made me remove all the flower pots. So it just got crazier
What?
and crazier. And maybe I'm looking at this all wrong. San Francisco.
Oh, and he's anti-vax, and I don't mean COVID. Yeah, he certainly is. We'll get to that too. We'll
Either has a huge
we'll get to that.
problem or a gigantic camping success story. So, you have to look
Either has a huge homeless problem or a gigantic camping success story. I wonder what helps fix that. I wonder what could help fix that. Maybe if millionaires paid their fucking taxes. Huh. Interesting.
What would
You are the problem, Rob.
to be so bold and so vocal about it? Because Tulsi said, if you don't agree with the Democratic Party, you're trashed, you're canceled.
Yes. So absolutely. She's right.
Do you worry about that, getting jobs?
Yes, of course you are. Yeah. As an actor, you're always coming from a place of trying to get work. But at a certain point, you have to worry about, I mean, I'm in my 50s now, late 50s. It's going to catch you too, Brian. But, no, yeah, I worry more about, like, the freedoms of my kids.
Yeah.
I'm a grandfather now.
Right.
And so, I mean, I do at a certain point, you have to put, like, it's really weird. Well, something's wrong when people say, like, if you put God and family and country first, that's somehow controversial.
Right.
How is that controversial?
Or a flag is triggering.
Yeah, so
right.
I think at a certain point you have to say enough of this. You understand?
God, these guys are such losers, dude. They're such losers. Look at these ghouls. Or a flag is triggering. Like, dude, shut the fuck up. You guys are the most triggered people of all time.
To it.
Did you lose friends?
I would say people that don't return my calls as often. But to be honest with you,
No, okay. They're playing roles here, okay? This is theater. He's like, oh, I lost friends from being a conservative. Oh, I lost friends because I went conservative and all my woke Hollywood friends don't like me anymore. Bro, Hollywood is not liberals. All the millionaires that he's friends with in Hollywood feel the same way about taxes as he does. They might think he's a fucking freak for the anti-vax shit, because he is, but the taxes thing is not going to get him in trouble.
Meanwhile, that time Bingo said he was scared to have a flag on his Jeep because Mexicans were going to attack him.
What? People are such fucking losers, dude. They're scaredy cats. They're cowards. Like, what the? That's so funny. It's like, you're shadow boxing, dude. This isn't happening. These things are not happening.
a lot of people that I'm friends with in Hollywood, they lean towards the right, but like they're just scared of it because it really is like a mob of ideologues that just that you feel they will attack you, and it's really not necessarily based in anything but like
anti-trans tweets and retweeting Kermit Peterson. Yep. Well, I'll take a look at his Twitter in just a second here.
There's almost like a religious architecture in their thinking.
So when it comes to changing party, to quote one of your characters,
lol,
you
there
can
is a
do
Mexican
it.
family down the street with an American and Mexican flag on their house, lol.
Exactly, dude. Like, it's so stupid.
To quote one of your characters, you can do it.
You can do it.
Wait, what? Hold on, sorry. This is so
It's really
cringe.
not necessarily based in anything but like there's almost like a religious architecture in their thinking.
So when it comes to changing party, to quote one of your characters, you can do it.
You can do it. You have to go with what
That is
what
so
feels right.
stupid.
Parties. We don't
That's
get
so
10.
cringe.
And I want to, have a party that represents my core values.
And you were talking a moment ago about your family. You actually, so you've got this brand new movie out, opens wide this Friday. It's called Daddy Daughter Trip.
That's such a funny name for a movie, dude. That's such a Daddy Daughter Trip. I'm going on Daddy Daughter Trip.
Your daughter is playing your seatmate in the front seat of a car.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we started trying to make
Mate in the front seat. Daddy-daughter trip. Your new movie out opens wide this Friday.
What is he
it's
saying?
Called Daddy-daughter trip. Your actual daughter is playing your seatmate in the front seat of a car.
Yeah. Well, first of all, we started trying to make the movie years ago, and by the time we were getting closer, my daughter was about, old enough to play the part. She started looking over, and she said, well, who's going to play that role? And we were writing, my wife and I, Patricia. And she said, well, you're getting close to the age. And so
he looks so ugly with that little wig.
Great. I didn't have to give her notes. She's basically like my daughter Elle. They grew up in the business, and they're like stage rats. Right. Yeah. They just saw it.
And Ella's doing so well.
Thank
Ella's
you.
nominated for a Grammy. Her music is beautiful. Elle King.
Thank you. She's doing really great. She's opening for Chris Stapleton all over.
Right. So you don't have to work anymore. You can live off her.
She tells me that. She tells me that. Dad, I got your retirement figured out, Dad. Right. If you need to go into a home, I got it set.
Well, I assume that's good impression. We don't know. We haven't seen her off camera. So who plays your wife in this movie?
Jackie Sandler.
And is she related to?
She's related to Adam Sandler.
Right.
So fun.
You have done the impossible. There's a sense of family with the Adam Sandler and the Rob Schneider movies.
It's good. There's a sense of comfort. First of all, when you're shooting something, you have to be comfortable with the person.
He looks like a corpse in the movie. I don't care about fucking daddy-daughter trip, to be honest with you. But here we have another video of him on Fox News talking.
But stop will be in Arizona, but tonight he's in studio with us. Rob, I really appreciate you being here.
Brian's nice to be back. Jamie had a good time. And
is he drunk?
Jamie Lissow, my
So you waited, you send Jamie out to explore shows, and if he comes back, so how dare you use him for this?
He said he had a good time, and I said, okay, I'll go.
Well, you made it pretty clear here at a few of the shows leading up to this that at this point in your career, you've had enough success. You said, I'm going to come out and you care about the country most. And you said, hey, when it comes to politics, I can't buy what this administration is selling. How tough was that decision?
Well, easy. When you have little kids and you start thinking about, well, I got a good nest egg for them to take care of them financially. But then, what does that matter if the country that they live in, where you have a guy, a president wins at midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and loses.
Right.
And so,
dude, come on. Yeah, that's one of the points that I wanted to show you guys. He is also an election denier. He's also an election denier.
This administration is
you have little kids and you start thinking about, well, I got a good nest egg for them to take care of them financially. But then, what does that matter if the country that they live in, where you have a guy, a president wins at midnight, 3 o'clock in the morning, and loses.
You got a guy who wins at midnight, and then at 3 o'clock in the morning, he loses. Oh my God, people are so fucking stupid. I can't tell if he's stupid or if he knows what he's doing. I can't tell. I literally can't tell. Probably the former.
Right. And so at a certain point, you have to think, well, what are you really leaving behind? If enough people will just say enough of this. And it's not just the Democrats, it's the Republicans too, because they don't want to give up that power either. And so you really have to, I think, make a case for a return to the normal hatred that we have in our government, with all the branches are
competitive.
Fighting. Yes, yeah. Make it at least fair, where a fairer, and it's not going to be a perfect system. This is
what is he on about?
Constitutional republic that we have. It's not fair.
Right.
It's not going to be fair for everybody, but it is a better system. And all you have to do is look around to see what's happening in Europe and China, and you go you know what? It's still really darn.
He responds to people in different languages with Google Translate. What?
Good here, but I do think we have to stop the encroachment of some sort of authoritarianism, which is happening now.
I'll give you an example. I mean, your business,
authoritarianism which is what's happening now. What is he talking about? What is he talking about, dude? He's just making shit up. He's just like the average Fox News loser.
Stand-up comedy, it doesn't matter who you know. When you get on stage, it doesn't matter who your dad was, your brother was, your sister was. Yeah. If you don't get the response, you're not going to have success. It's a meritocracy.
Jerry Seinfeld says, exactly. He said, if you're famous, you get 30 seconds, maybe a minute and a half, then you got to say something funny.
Right.
Otherwise, people, it doesn't matter. And so you have to earn it.
That's the worst Jerry Seinfeld impersonation.
I do think that,
that's the country. That's the premise of the country, isn't it?
You
go out and compete.
And I do think you have to tell Here's the problem I have with Generation Z. Now, I think they're good kids and they're waking up, but I think we made a mistake by saying, you could be anything you want.
Right.
You could be anything you want. We have to be more specific with this generation, Brian.
Right.
You
No.
can be anything you want.
No. He is not going to do the transphobia right here. Oh, my God. Okay, here. I'm going to play it.
I want to be a horse. No, we didn't mean horse. We meant policeman, fireman,
Yep.
maybe astronaut, probably not, but maybe, and then, but you can't be a wizard. It's just a movie.
Or, and you can't pick your gender, especially if you're a child. All right, so.
Yep, there it is. Celebrity impression, pick one. Well, I can't pick one. You have to pick one. Yeah, I'll do a better Jerry Seinfeld impersonation than Rob Schneider. What's going on? People don't like it that when I was in my 30s, I was dating a 17-year-old. And it's somehow okay and no one cares. There you go.
Can we go back and look at your career and maybe shed some light? Now, the most fascinating careers, which you earned, by the way. If I show you this picture, what are you thinking of? The 1990 SNL cast.
That's a pretty good group. I would say the money's leaning very hard on the left side of that photograph.
Sandler?
Sandler and Rock there. But and Spade. It was a great group. But truthfully, I
Perfect,
should have been
thank
in
you.
therapy, not on TV at that time and figuring out.
Was this your first year? Was 1990 your first year?
And look, I got the pad right there because I realized what an opportunity this was.
You were writing and performing.
Yeah. I mean, the thing about it was like, Saturday Night Live was such an incredible place because if you had an idea that was funny,
Yeah, I don't care about the rest of this video. I mean, this is a bad person. What's the deal with the age of consent? Yeah, libertarian moment from Jerry Seinfeld there. Let me see. I didn't add there was a video. Rob Schneider clarifies his position on vaccines. Here we go.
California say you have to have more conservative now. Yeah. Well,
This, by the way,
I'm against
before we watch this video. Okay, this is from Larry King, but also this is from 5 years ago. Okay, this is 2018. This is pre-COVID-19 that he's talking about this.
any form of
Same cold
taking
fire.
away people's rights, and I think I think there is a push and a constriction on freedom that is coming from the left now. It used to be from the right, but now it's coming from the liberals, like attacking things like free speech. I mean, when you can have a New York Times opinion piece going, maybe the ACLU should reconsider their opinion on free speech. It's like, what? No, free speech, that's the big one. I mean, America's got some imperfections, Larry. We got like some problems with inequity. We have problems with poverty. We got problems with race.
All those are things liberals stand up for.
Yes, exactly. They do. But at the same time, though, but the big one, though, the thing.
But at the same time, though, they don't want me to say the N-word. They don't want me to say Nazi shit. They think that should be illegal. And I say nay. Fucking Rob Schneider, dude. Listen, here's my my scolding hot take of the night. I do not think that it should be legal for people to say anything they want. I do not think that it should be legal for you to say purposefully violent and hateful and bigoted things. Should it be legal to be a literal Nazi? Let him say what he thinks is more important than those previous points. Okay.
Yes, exactly. They do. But at the same time, though, but the big one, though, the thing that everybody's the beacon of freedom that everybody looks to for America is freedom of speech. You cannot constrict that one.
Our
and that's
First
coming from the
Amendment
left.
separates us from most countries.
Yeah, but that can't be, but you have to have all of it. You can't you have to have the repugnant stuff too, or you can't have the good stuff. Of course,
right.
You have to have the ugly. You got to take it all or none of it. And so the idea, which is coming from the left now.
You have to take it all or none. That's so stupid. Like, you have to take it all or none of it. No, you don't. There are places all over the world that I like. It's so stupid because the idea of freedom only exists in the U.S., whereas like most countries have. I mean, people are allowed to live in other countries. Like, it's not like Europe isn't like shackled, you know. And there are countries all over the place that they restrict people from talking openly about certain topics because they're hateful and they're wrong. Big example, it is illegal to be a Nazi in Germany. It is illegal. That is good.
Of restricting speech is crazy. And coming from the Democrats, constricting people's and what they want to do, how they want to raise their kids, and in this state of California, who's allowed to go to school. I mean, like, you have California and Mississippi.
Who's allowed to go to school? Oh no.
Are the only, and West Virginia, the only states you can't go to school unless you have supermajority of Democrats here in the state of California say you have to have, all these kids have to have this amount of shots or this, or you can't go to school. So
yeah, so that you don't kill all the kids.
So it's like, I think it's got to be the parents are the ones deciding how to raise their kids.
You're anti-vaccine?
Not anti. I'm for freedom of choice. You have to have, the parents have to be the ones who decide what's best.
I can't send my kid to school if he's not.
Yeah, for instance, let's just say one of your kids had a problem with, had a bad reaction to a shot, which has happened. There is $3.7 billion have been paid out to kids who've been injured.
I get your point, but they have
vaccines.
TV tax across the pond. So we are always better by default.
Because they have TV tax? I don't even know what the fuck TV tax is. Hold on. A television? Wait, what? What the fuck is TV taxes? The TV tax is a broadcasting fee. It pays for dozens of public television and radio channels. It pays for news, live sports, documentaries, and entertainment. Most of the content is also on the internet. What? That's good. That's a good thing. What do you mean? All BBC? I think it's good. Public television is good. I don't think that's bad. You have to have a television license. A television license or broadcast receiving license is a payment required in many countries for the reception of television broadcasts or the possession of a television set. In some countries, a license is also required to own a radio or receive radio broadcasts. I don't know. I don't see that as a bad thing. They're using that to better, like, their state media. I don't think that everything on the BBC is bad. I think BBC comes out with a lot of good stuff. A lot of good reporting too. I don't think it's all good, but there is a lot of good. I would rather the government fund people to run broadcasting than private corporations. And that's what they're doing. I mean, they're having the people are funding the broadcasting and not the NRA. It's like, what would you rather? What would you prefer? Like, having everything privatized is not better, for sure. I just think it's funny how you have to have a license for TV even if you don't own one. That is pretty funny. I love the idea of just saying state media and leaving it at that. I mean, it's a little misleading, and I think that's exactly what conservatives would say. Is like, oh, state media, they're trying to brainwash you into their liberal woke values. It's all state media, PBS, state media.
So you have to know that it's not a foolproof system. The doctors and the parents have to come to a decision.
But if most doctors tell you that vaccines don't cause autism, let's say.
They'll tell you that, but then again, there's Hannah Poling, was this one girl that was ruled in this special magistrate court that she did get it from that.
What the hell is a special magistrate court? Bro, this guy is so stupid. He's like, yeah, they have to decide between a parent and a doctor whether or not they get the vaccine. And Larry King's like, yeah, I think the doctor says you should get it. And he goes, well, in the special magistrate court, they decided that actually this kid got autism from a vaccine. It's like, okay, then they can die of fucking smallpox then. What's worse, you think? What's worse, you think? Having first of all, that's not real. Okay, let's get this straight right now. My opinion on this, that's not real. He's living in a fantasy world where he's talking about fake imaginary things that him and his friends have made up. That's not real. But if it were real, what is worse? Having a child with autism or having a child die of smallpox? What's worse? They did 24-hour coverage of the line. Oh, wait, hold on. Of the lines to see the Queen's cold, dead body. State media. That's state media for you.
So have you had backlash for your position on
Absolutely, yeah. Well, because what you have to understand also the media is funded by 70 to 80% of all media funding is from pharma. That's why all these commercials, you have an incredible amount of money being poured in, and it's affecting.
Oh shit! Conspiracy theory moment.
Got commercials where it was okay to advertise prescription drugs.
It was over. And so now you have, my dad was on 12 different prescription drugs when he passed away at 68. And I can honestly say, I don't think that those helped him. I think at the end of the day, they shortened his life. I think.
Why do you, what were the, okay, give us context. Why did he have 12 different prescription drugs? What for? Are you a doctor or are you just making random false claims about nothing? Yeah, my dad was on 12 different prescription drugs and I don't think it helped him. It's like, what do you mean? People die in their 50s, Rob. You think people don't die earlier than 68? Are you out of your mind? That's old, dude. People die at that age all the time.
Like the pharmaceutical, I mean, God bless the American medical system as far as if you get shot, hit by a car, run over, or broken leg or heart attack, you better hope it's in America. But for everything else.
What? What? What is he saying? Yeah, you better hope it's in America so you could owe tens of thousands of dollars for the rest of your life for getting shot. Oh my God. What is he on about, dude? Yeah, you better hope it. This is like a stance that conservatives have, that like, because we have private insurance, like the medical coverage, like doctors and things in America are better. It's not the case. They have quality healthcare all over the world, and even in countries with universal medicine, with Medicare for all. You think in Canada, they're just like, oh, shit, I don't know how to do this one. Oh, damn, I don't know how to do this surgery because we have universal healthcare. Maybe someday people will see that it is cheaper to have universal healthcare. It doesn't matter if it's just the propaganda runs too deep. So it doesn't matter. They're just like, oh yeah, it's like doctors will be getting paid pennies because everybody gets it for free. So everybody's gonna die in the hospital. It's like, no, you dumb shit. You're supposed to tax people who have billions of dollars and they'll never spend it in their whole fucking lifetimes. You tax them at a normal rate and not at zero. There are billionaires who pay $0 in taxes. You tax them some, and that helps pay for it. Everybody pays for it with a portion of their income. We work together so that we can all be taken care of. That's what you do. That's how you have humanity as a person. It's like fucking crazy to me. People are like, why should I have to pay for some sick loser who doesn't have a home and is dying in the street? It's like, because you feel bad for them and maybe that they should also be able to have a chance to live and have a good life. Like, I don't know, dude. Like, you're a fucking ghoul. We're getting fleeced by insurance companies. Always. You pay a monthly fee for insurance, okay? And then you get sick and you have to go to the doctor, and then they're like, oh, you actually have to pay $50 because that's your copay for today. It's like, oh, okay, I already paid the insurance company $200 this month, but I guess I'll pay you $50. And then like you get in, like you're like, oh shit, I need this. I think I need this surgery. I think this would really help me. And then you have to fight with your insurance company for months and months because they don't want to cover it. And then they're like, okay, we'll cover it, but only if you do it this way. And it's like the harder way. And it's like, what are we fucking doing here? What are we fucking doing here? Like, there should be no middleman between you and your doctor and what you two decide what is best for you. There should be no financial barrier to that when we have access to so much excess and so much equipment in the United States, and we have the wealth to pay for it. Like, that's the fucking crazy things. But oh, we'll never be able to pay for it. It's like, yes, we would. Just tax people how they're supposed to be taxed. Like, these fucking ghouls are just cutting back taxes every chance they get to wealthy people, and then they're like, oh, sorry, we actually have to make sure that your 75-year-old grandma has to work at McDonald's so that she can eat fruits and vegetables. It's like, I feel like I'm taking fucking crazy pills. It's like, I'm seeing this. I feel like everyone, I feel like I'm having visions that like half the country are not having.
Else, they don't know how to cure anything. So, my point is like, shot, hit by a car, run over, or broken leg, or heart attack. You better hope it's in America. But for everything else, they don't know how to cure anything. So, my point is like, you have.
For anything, what they're like, yeah, it's good if you like get hit by a car or something, but for anything else, they don't know how to cure anything. What are you talking about? I'm losing my shit, dude. I like the way that taxes work because when I'm a billionaire, I don't want to pay them either. That's so true. You know what? I've changed my stance on this.
A medical tyranny now if they're the ones making these decisions. And I really think, you know, we have to be careful since we spend 3 times more in America for our health care than they do in Europe. And our health care isn't any...
We're not the best.
You're not getting better results. So I think we have to question this. But if you dare question any of it, any part of it...
What is he for Medicare for all? Is that what he's saying?
You are viciously attacked because that's how big they are.
Watch new episodes.
I need further context for that because he's like, we pay 3 times more for healthcare in the United States, but we're not getting better care. It's like, okay, so you want the system that they're doing in Europe? Would you like? Oh, we want Medicare for all. Majority Report: Rob Schneider mourns the freedom lost. I don't want to watch this. He was on The Blaze. I looked it up, but there weren't any like highlight clips from him with Glenn Beck on The Blaze, and I'm like, I refuse to watch like an hour-long interview of Rob Schneider on the fucking Blaze with Glenn Beck. I would rather fucking gouge my eyes out than watch that. Anyways, let me pull up his Twitter really quick, and that'll be the last thing we do on Rob Schneider because I didn't expect to get this fucking raged about Rob fucking Schneider. I didn't expect to get this raged about him, but of course I did. He's just like a loser. I don't know how to spell his fucking name. Rob Schneider. Oh, here he is. New film is Daddy Daughter Trip. That's his his about section or whatever, his bio. Okay, here we go. Let me zoom in a bit so we can read this together. Breaking: Texas lawmakers have voted to ban puberty blockers, cross-sex hormones, and surgeries on kids. Wow. Okay, I knew he was a transphobe, so that's great. We love that. Okay, more transphobic stuff. China is burning more coal than the rest of the world combined, and China is building 6 times more new coal plants than the rest of the world combined. But they want you to stop using your gas stove. Yeah, because the listen, if this was true, which I don't think it is, by the way, if this was true, the answer to that is to like keep doing what you're doing and not do anything different or better. Yeah, that's the answer. Okay. Glenn Greenwald. Answering Glenn Greenwald in a different language. I'm not fucking translating that. Who the fuck is conceptual? This is so stupid, dude. This is giving me brain rot. Facebook censors verifiable truths because Facebook wants its community to feel safe by deciding for you what they want you to think. You're receiving information and deciding for yourself what to think is dangerous. Okay, let's see. What? It's Matt Taibbi, the guy who released the Twitter files. This fucking loser, dude. Elon Musk glazer. Anyways. So stupid. I'm not even reading that. I mean, he's just a hateful person. Loser. Anyways, my whole point of this is that people should... It's so stupid, and I can't believe this guy is still existing in the realm of entertainment. It's like, what a loser. What an idiot. He's spouting proven falsehoods. It's just annoying.